Hi, my name is Incarnati0n from Cloud9 and this is my basic champion guide to Anivia. I don't think Anivia is like very strong in solo queue, she's fine, but the thing about her is it's very hard for you to like carry in solo queue if your team is split up, for example, because she's more of like a team fighting champion and a stalling champion, and solo queue is not very like organized, so she's not like super strong in solo queue, but if you're really good at her then she can be strong. So for laning phase, on Anivia you typically don't want to like aim to win your lane, because her laning phase is not like super strong, it's decent, but it's not like really strong. So you just want to like try to farm in your lane and like more of like just be very vision oriented, because she's not very mobile, so you need to be careful from ganks and stuff as well. A few tricks that are pretty basic with her is when you like try to trade, you can use your E before you activate your ultimate and will still have the freezing effect and do extra damage. So in teamfights, there's a lot of stuff you can do as Anivia. You can like turn a fight around if you make the perfect wall, for example. Also, if you have something like a Gnar on your team, you can like wall and he can like ulti into it and stuff like that, and the same with Vayne Condemn and stuff. It's really hard to set up, but if you're playing with a friend, for example, or something, then it's something you could do. But typically just wanna like focus the front line as an Anivia, but if someone gets caught out of position, you can of course go for like the back line or something like that. So like I said earlier, Anivia synergizes really well with Gnar, for example, because he can like ultimate into your wall. And she synergizes really well with a hyper carry in my opinion. Something like Vayne, maybe, where you just like peel and like stay back and don't like dive in. A tip with Anivia that's pretty hard to pull off if you're new with Anivia is when you throw your stun, like mid-air, you can like wall the guy off, so like you can like change his direction, like decide where he wants to go, you know, like force him to run into the queue. But it's very hard to pull off if you're not an experienced Anivia player. And for the runes on Anivia, I use 9 flat magic pin in Nox. In seals, I use scaling health, or if I'm against an AD, I would go flat armor. I've also been trying to play with flat mana regen, but it makes you kind of weak on lane, so I wouldn't recommend that. And then for glyphs, I use 9 magic resist or 9 scaling AP. For the quints, I use 3 flat AP runes. And for the masteries, I use standard 2109 for AP carries. And for the skill order, I start Q level 1, and then after that I max my E. And after you max out your E, you can put an extra point in Q, I would say. Then I typically start maxing the W. It honestly depends on the situation, because you can max both. Since Q will give you a bit more damage, but the W wall is really good when you get more points into it. It can like turn around a fight, for example. So for Anivia, there's many different item builds you can go. Recently I've been going tier into Prudence, just for the movement speed, because I think Anivia is a very slow champion and having movement speed on her is actually really good. But the thing about that build is you're extremely squishy, so it's not very good to do if you're not like an experienced Anivia player, in my opinion. So I would probably go like tier into Rod of Ages on Anivia and then just standard AP after. Thanks for watching this guide. Make sure to check out the rest at lolclass.com.